For sinners, Islam, Kemet, Christianity, or Christian insanity. Come back to your God, Israel. For it has been made manifest to us what is pleasing to our Elohim. I love y'all, Israel.
All right, shalom. Most High in Christ, blessed brothers and sisters. Happy Sabbath. All praises to the Most High. We're still alive to this very day. I'm Brother Jacob, and to my left is...
I'm Brother Joab.
Mighty Brother Joab. And tonight we're going to get into... We're going to talk about these women. That's what we're going to talk about. So this class is directed at the men, and we're going to be talking about these women. Let's open up with Ezekiel 3:11 first before I get started. And I'm gonna say I hate doing a topic like this because I don't really want to shine a light on the wickedness of our people. Got to be done though.
Yeah. Shalom, Most High in Christ, blessed. Happy Sabbath. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 3 and verse 11. And go, get thee to them of the captivity, unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus saith the Lord God, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
So we go to our people, and give them the words of the Lord for him. That's our duty, especially being a watchman of the Lord. Oh, the Lord will put his spirit on you to look for all these prophecies coming true. Right. Look at your people and understanding the things that they go through and why they going through them. What is the source of the things that ail us?
Right.
Whew. So that's our commission. Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel and give them the words of the Lord. Now, put that picture up there for me. So everybody saw this video. It's a viral video. And today I saw where the sister she said she felt bad and made a response video. And then to me, it made her look even worse. Like she's making excuses. Really?
Right.
It's like, well, Satan gave it to me, so I took of it. We can't fall back on those for excuses. Like Adam said, the woman gave it. The woman gave it to me.
Right. You gave me this woman.
Yeah, the woman that you gave me.
Right.
You know.
How you gonna tell the most?
She gave me this doctrine. It can't be no excuses, because the bottom line is we're supposed to be joint heirs with Christ, so we're supposed to walk the same way that Christ walked. And this thing takes time to learn.
Right.
It does. And our people are like I use the word that the Bible used, sorely destroyed in our minds. I mean, completely destroyed in our minds. So let's go to Exodus 22 first. Exodus 22 and 16. See, when you read in the Bible, you don't read nothing about a strong, independent woman. And by strong, when you hear a strong, independent woman, that means she's rebellious.
Right.
She running her mouth and can't nobody tell her what to do.
Right.
That is not strong. That's weak.
She a Jezebel.
So, one of the chief things, the chief reasons why we have this type of stuff today goes back to this verse right here. Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16.
The book of Exodus, chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
Right. So first and foremost, he has laid with this woman. They have not gone about it the right way. Because first you're supposed to be proving her, and you go into her father first to ask permission if you can. First. So already they out of order right there. But to bring it back, the Lord said, you got to marry her. Well, we're not doing this today. Why? Because regardless of what Esau say, the black pastors in these churches are not teaching the people. They're pushing prosperity and all this other stuff. There are more chapters in the Bible than Galatians 3 and Ephesians 2 and John 3:16.
Right.
It's a lot more stuff than that. All of this stuff is about how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. And if we conduct ourselves according to the way the Lord said, we would not have these problems at all. I mean, it's so far out of order, it's hard to even explain. When you look at the grand scheme of things, we have a way that we're supposed to walk, we're supposed to talk, we're supposed to eat, we're supposed to communicate. You got laws of marriage. All this stuff about, that's fornication. Yeah, those are laws of marriage. And the Lord ordained a man take a woman and she becomes his wife. They separate from everybody else and then they build a family.
Right.
Those are laws for marriage. And you look at this situation, sister got 4 kids. Now I can understand the first guy.
Right.
But then a second and a third and a fourth. That's because it's something about her that men like, and they taking advantage of that.
Right.
But they not making her a wife. And who knows? She might not be wife material. I'll just say it kindly.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
But from what we saw in the video, she ain't wife material.
No. She got that dominating, so-called alpha female spirit. Whatever that means.
Well, I ain't never. What is an alpha female?
Right. What is that?
That's like you got Megan the what?
The stallion.
That's a damn horse.
A male horse.
Yes.
Right.
Stuff don't make no sense. An alpha female.
Right.
That's a problem. Hey, hold on. Sirach 7 and 19 real quick. You don't see nothing in the Bible that say when you see a whorish woman, run and take her. Not
at all. Not at all.
It's 7 and 19.
The book of Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7 and verse 19. Forgo not a wise and good woman, for her grace is above gold.
Now, in that video, do you see anything like this in that sister? Did she show wisdom? No. Was she a good woman?
No.
Can the grace that she has extend your life? No. That's why this class is dedicated to the men, because our men, even in the truth, don't understand what to look for in a woman.
Right.
You putting the scripts up?
Oh, yeah, I can. I just figured out how to do it.
Oh.
I didn't know I could text in this little text box.
Right.
I got you though.
All right. So first, let's go to Esther. Book of Esther.
That's a good woman. Yeah.
Now,
We're going to.
regular Esther.
Gotcha.
Esther, going to Esther 1.
Gotcha.
There it is. 643, I think.
42.
Yeah, 642. Let's go to start at verse 9. So King Ahasuerus is throwing this long party. It's several days, and he's got all the princes and the leaders of all his little provinces. They have come there to have this grand party. And so pick up 9.
The book of Esther, chapter 1 and verse 9. Also, Vashti, the queen, made a feast for the woman in the royal house, which belonged to King Ahasuerus.
Right, so he got a party going on, so she gonna have one. Go ahead.
Verse 10. On the 7th day, when the heart of the king was merry with wine, he commanded Mehuman, Bista, Harbana, Bigtha, and Abagatha, Zathar, Carcass, the 7 chamberlains that served in the presence of Ahasuerus the king, to bring Vashti the queen before the king with the crown royal. Oh, crown royal. No mind. To show the people and the princes her beauty, for she was fair to look on.
So she was good to look at. So his boys, remember Ozias was talking about this. It's like they getting it in with his boys and they drinking and everything, and he like, yeah, send in my queen so they can see how fine she is. Let her show her stuff in front of them. Right. Go ahead, verse 12.
But the queen Vashti refused to come at the king's commandment by his chamberlains. Therefore was the king very wroth, and his anger burned in him.
Right, so he's heated. Everybody has to do what the king said.
Right.
From reading this story, if you go approach the king without him calling for you, you get put to death.
Yep.
But, okay, so Vashti was like, no, I ain't coming. She refused. So she got what they call themselves? That strong, independent woman. She got that strong, independent woman spirit on her.
Right.
I ain't coming. Okay. Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Hold on. I just said his anger burned in him.
Right.
Go ahead.
Then the king said to the wise men, which knew the times, for so was the king's manner toward all that knew law and judgment.
All right, drop down to 15.
Verse 15. What shall we do unto the queen Vashti according to law? Because she hath not performed the commandment of the king Ahasuerus by the chamberlains.
Oh, it's not just... So this is his wife. They husband and wife for one thing. But going way further beyond that, he's the king over all 151 provinces or something like that.
Nice.
Everybody got to do what he say. But she like, nope.
The boldness of a woman, boy.
Right. Now, jump down to 17.
Verse 17. For this deed of the queen shall come abroad unto all women, so that they despise their husbands in their eyes.
Right. So when they hear about it, they'll be like, "Oh, she ain't got to do what the king said. We can do whatever we want."
Right, right. When it shall be reported, the king Ahasuerus commanded Vashti, the queen, to be brought in before him, but she came not.
Right. Now, go to verse 19.
Verse 19.
So this is what happens. This is why strong, independent women are lonely, independent women.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Verse 19.
They get invited to the front door to exit.
Be wondering why men do not want to put up with that stuff.
Right.
But see, the problem is our men are so quick to jump in the damn bed with them. Why? Go ahead.
Verse 19. If it please the king, let there go a royal commandment from him, and let it be written among the laws of the Persians and the Medes, that it be not altered, that Vashti come no more before King Ahasuerus. And let the king give her royal estate unto another that is better than she.
So I don't know if y'all remember, it was a song. Y'all probably gonna laugh at me. I know somebody in the comment section gonna laugh at me. But you remember Orange Juice Jones?
Oh, Walking in the Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my joint. That was my joint.
So he had his stuff together.
Yeah.
And had his nice place and all that. And he, found a sister that was, I don't know if she was down and out, but she was just, like regular average person. And, took her in, made her his girl, and they was living in life.
Yeah.
But then she started cheating on him or was, had that strong independent spirit. And then, hey, sent her back to the projects.
Yep. Took all his possessions back and everything.
Yeah, Orange Juice Jones. Sound like King Ahasuerus. But, why? Even if you don't have brothers, even if you don't have nothing, I don't care if you're living in a damn cardboard box. The Most High has made a woman for you.
Right. Exactly.
You got to be patient and wait on her.
Exactly.
Because you want a woman that has a spirit like yours. No matter. I just can't imagine what it's like nowadays. Because like when I look on social media, all the women look the same. They have the same makeup, the same hair, the same outfits, trying to show off their body. And I'm like, what is this? Like some cookie cutter demons or something?
Right. Right. And look, if you look at guys who cross dress, how thick they put on the makeup and everything.
Yes.
The women are looking just like that nowadays.
That adds to the confusion when you see a dude with a whole bunch of makeup
Right.
on, and you're like,
Right.
but you see it all the time. That's why a lot of guys be getting tricked up.
Right. You got a lot of transgenders out here now who got that 5 o'clock shadow that they freshly shaved, and then they putting on this extra thick makeup, looking like real women.
Well, the way women look, how
Nowadays.
they make themselves up nowadays,
Right,
because they don't look nothing like
Right.
they used to. I don't.
Well, a lot of gay men are actually doing makeup nowadays in Hollywood and music.
That's true.
So now look what we have.
That's true.
And another whole spirit comes upon them too. Like Megan Thee Stallion, to see her with all her makeup on, does not look like her when she takes that makeup off. They look like two totally different people.
What's that other girl?
Cardi B?
No, not her.
She look different.
She
The
look
one,
different too.
the one before her.
Little Kim.
Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, right.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj.
Right.
Oh, it's all that stuff is a show.
Yeah.
Because, like, remember the movie? Now, I'm going to recommend that everybody watch this movie. Where the sister, she started out as a little kid. She sung at the talent show. What is the name of it? Nate Parker is in it. And her name is Mumbata or something like that. Her dad's from West Africa.
Okay.
And so what happens in that, she's playing like Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion. She's playing that particular person.
Okay.
and she's with this, she's in the business, but in all actuality, she hates it. She hates it. But they told her, they said, this is the guy every guy wants to be like, and you're the girl every girl dreams that they were you.
Beyond the lights.
Yeah, beyond the lights. Yeah, beyond the lights.
Got you.
Because all that stuff, it looks good, but the spirit that's on you, everything that's around you, the fame, you like the fame, you like the money, but you hate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's being portrayed. That's pushed out there to our people. And so the dudes be looking at, yeah, that's what I want right there. No, you don't. You want that meek and quiet spirit.
Right.
That's an alpha female, a meek and quiet spirit. That's something you can't find.
Exactly. Someone who's able to control their spirit and themselves, man. They get over themselves.
And then sisters would be like, well, I don't want no man running over me and I do what he's saying. Okay, if you got faith in the Lord, he'll take care of it.
Yes.
He will take care of it.
Absolutely.
A lot of that makeup got pork in it, dude.
Right. Right.
All right, let's see. Where is that? Esther. Yeah, we can drop this, though.
Okay.
So she wanted to be strong, independent woman, so she got kicked to the curb. I don't even know where he sent her back to. Well, whoever her people are.
Mm-hmm.
But she was the queen of a country. The Persians and the Medes and all those provinces.
Mm-hmm.
She had that respect, but she couldn't. Anyway. All right, let's go to 1 Ezra 4. And I don't want nobody getting mad at me because I'm pointing this out. You know what? You know who else was talking about this? Like, especially this situation, he'd have jumped all over this thing.
Oh. Kevin Samuel?
Yeah, Kevin
Oh, he
Samuels.
would have told that joint up. Oh, he would have told that joint up.
I wonder how she... Damn. I wonder how she felt when he died.
Probably like a whole lot of other women did. They
Yeah.
They celebrated.
Let's go to verse... Let's start at verse 13. 1 Ezra 4 and verse 13.
All right.
So this is talking about Zerubbabel. This is how he got permission to go back to Jerusalem and build, because of what he wrote here.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
This is the book of 1 Esdras, chapter 4 and verse 13. Then the third, who had spoken of woman and of the truth, this was Zerubbabel, began to speak. O ye men, it is not the great king, nor the multitude of men, neither is it wine that excelleth. But, who is it then that ruleth them, or hath the lordship over them? Are they not women?
Are they not women? Go ahead.
Verse 15. Women have borne the king, and all the people that bear rule by sea and land.
Mm-hmm.
Even of them came they, and they nourished them up that planted the vineyards, from whence the wine cometh.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
These also make garments for men. These bring glory unto men, and without women cannot men be?
Right, so you can
Good
see
God.
in this, the woman has her role.
Right.
She's created for a certain purpose.
Man, this is a Proverbs 31 woman right here.
But they have a purpose. It's like
Right.
every single thing on this earth was created for a reason. Like Paul said, every creature of God is good. It's created with a purpose. It's not saying you're supposed to eat it.
Right.
But at the same time, women do all these things, and at the same time, a man loveth nothing more than a woman. If she's everything he wants, this man would do anything.
Anything. She can ask for nothing, and he'll give her the world.
Go ahead.
Yea, and if men have gathered together gold and silver, or any other goodly thing, do they not love a woman which is comely in favor and beauty? And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her?
Now, yeah. Now, see, remember we was talking last week about how women, the way they be dressing.
Right.
And then they'll say, oh, I did this for myself. Stop lying. We're not stupid.
Nope.
This stuff is made. They make these outfits, these clothes, so that men can gape at you.
Right.
They do it on purpose. So don't say, oh, I'm doing this for myself.
Right.
Oh, it's hot outside. Put on a thin dress.
Right.
A thin, loose dress.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing more comfortable, even though I don't wear them.
Not that baby doll one neither. Look, not the baby doll dress. You know the baby doll dress, right?
What, it cling to you or
No,
something?
the baby doll dress. It's a dress. It's loose, but it come way up here.
Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
That's a nightgown.
Not that baby
No,
doll
that ain't
dress.
even a nightgown.
Yeah, not that one. We need one past your kneecaps.
Right, like grandmama.
Right, exactly. But in a more fashionable style. Because you say that, boy, they be like, I ain't wearing that. I ain't wearing that.
You sound like the women.
Wearing like my grandma. Oh, man.
And these sisters that's married. Sisters that's married don't get in the bed with a gown and slippers on.
Right.
You know, one of them grandmama Jans have the big pamp on. Don't.
The rollers in their head.
Yeah,
Jones?
Yeah, your husband won't be looking at you with his mouth gaping.
He gonna roll over.
You have
and
his
go to sleep.
eyebrows raised up like, what the hell? But go ahead.
Let me see. Where did I?
19. I stopped you in the middle of 19.
Okay. The book of First Esdras, chapter 4 and verse 19. And letting all those things go, do they not gape, and even with open mouth fix their eyes fast on her? And have not all men more desire unto her than unto silver or gold, or any goodly thing whatsoever? A man leaveth his own father that brought him up, and his own country, and cleaveth unto his wife.
And cleaveth unto his wife. The sisters should be paying attention to this right here too, because this man, I'm telling you, I know from personal experience. Like if you fortunate enough to find a meek and quiet spirit in a woman that's like obedient and subservient to you, like a man will do anything for you. But instead, our sisters think that they're empowered by having a loud damn mouth and fighting against their man. Who wants to come home to that? Nobody.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 21. He sticketh not to spend his life with his wife, and remembereth neither father, nor mother, nor country. By this also ye must know that women have dominion over you.
Now he gonna explain how they have dominion. Go ahead.
Do ye not labor and toil, and give and bring all to the woman? Yea, a man taketh his sword and goeth his way to rob and steal, to sell upon the sea and upon rivers.
Pirates, like pirates.
Right.
And
Looketh upon a lion, and goeth in the darkness. And when he hath stolen, spoiled, and robbed, he bringeth it to his love.
Yeah, so he'll come past earth and sea to go get stuff to bring back to his wife, to please her.
Right.
Like Paul said, he careth for the things of the world that he may please his wife. Like this. Go ahead.
Verse 25. Wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother.
And you know what? That if you have a wife and a husband that agree together, there's nothing more beautiful.
Right.
But we've been hoodwinked and bamboozled by our enemies. Because like as we read about Ahasuerus, you see how the women of other nations are subservient to their men.
Mm-hmm.
They have mad respect for their husbands. I've done work because I paint, and I've done work for all different kinds of people. And Esau, they're in a class all by themselves.
Mm.
They're in a class by themselves. So, an example. So, I know a guy from Afghanistan.
Okay.
He's got a wife, 2 kids. They run a couple of 7-Elevens. He gets up early, go to the 7-Elevens. She get the kids together, send them off to school, and then she starts cooking. She starts cooking and doing other stuff around the house so that by lunchtime, he'll come home and eat, and whoever else come home, they sit down and eat and got a full course meal. They would even make a meal for me, a full course meal. They did it. His brother and his brother's wife would do the same exact thing, just all day long. And they just doing stuff, and whatever the husband tell them to do or anything come up, they go straight to their husband, ask their husband. Mm-hmm. Not us, because we follow the so-called white man. The white man, his wife is like, I want this, and I want that.
Right.
I'm like, okay, just make her happy. And we follow after that, and we ain't got no daggone money. So what do you think's going to happen? Well, I want this, and I want that.
You broke, man.
Oh man, you gonna get that in a heartbeat, boy. They
Right.
unhappy. They looking for the next best thing, and you ain't nothing.
You the bottom of the totem pole, and they expect you to give them the world.
The same thing, right?
And you know what? At the end of the day, when you get old, you by yourself, you realize, damn, those some dumb decisions I made. The
Right.
men and the women.
Right.
I mean, I've had sisters come and tell me like, I thought the grass was greener on the other side, and I was wrong.
Oh,
just straight up, and be like, yes,
man.
I was wrong.
Right. Right. But look how long it took them to admit that.
It took your damn lifetime. Like all of this was for what? All this was for nothing. Why? What for?
You know what? I was just thinking about verse 25.
Mm-hmm.
It's a flip side to that. You know what I'm saying? It says, wherefore a man loveth his wife better than father or mother. So on that wicked end of that, if you got that contentious wife, like you said, she's making you choose between her and your mom or your father. You see what I'm saying?
Who can ride in the front seat?
Right.
Mom or me?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Who you believe? You gonna believe your mom over me? I'm looking like, damn, we family. What you talking about? There's right and there's wrong, but we're family at the end. I shouldn't have to choose. Y'all should be able to, get this.
Yeah,
thing
you
together.
should be able to work something
Right,
out.
work
Come to
this
some
out.
daggone compromise.
Right. Why you putting me in the middle to choose? That's wrong.
Why
Wicked.
can't you just be happy to do whatever?
Right.
Everybody take whatever road come up.
Right.
No, you have people. Yeah, you're right. You have people that do that.
Right.
They cause the variance.
Right.
Verse 26.
Verse 26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
Now, right now, like this brother,
Lose his damn mind.
she had 3 other kids, but evidently there's something he really liked about her. He dealt with her long enough to have a child. Now he done ran out of his damn mind, his wits, for this sister. Now he's stuck in this situation. That's why old used to say, that's the judgment. The baby is the judgment.
Exactly.
Now,
Happy wife, happy life.
many there be that run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes. So I have to shine the mirror at myself. So, like I got to pay child support. I'll be paying child support until I'm 65.
I'm in the same boat.
So is my dad.
Now, if you look now, I'm going to say this too. Now, I'm not trying to be hateful toward my ex-wife.
Right.
I'm not.
Right.
But she put me in a situation by lying and saying I wasn't paying. So that put me 8 years behind.
Wow.
8 years. And it was a lie. And I still. Only way I can look at it is that's my judgment from the Most High.
Right.
That's it. So I can't even complain. I don't complain about it.
Right.
But because I did not do my due diligence before I married her,
Right.
that's my punishment. That's my punishment. You can't be in a rush, brothers, to lay down with these sisters.
Right.
Because it's not just about physical attraction. You got to have the same type of spirit.
Right.
You got to think now.
God.
So a marriage is supposed to last forever. We're supposed to live forever.
Right.
So if you think about it that way, do I want to be with this woman forever? Okay, she might be fair and well favored. Okay, a man love that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But is she gonna drive you crazy? Is she gonna drive you out the truth? Is she gonna make you jump off a bridge or go and commit suicide by cop? If y'all know what I mean, because a lot of brothers they'll have a baby by a sister,
Yeah.
and the sister be just so grievous, won't let them see their kids or whatever,
Right.
and then they get to the point where they're like, "I'm gonna commit suicide by cop." Brothers have done it. They'll
Right.
go live and be like, "I'm gonna commit suicide by cop." Go down in front of the courthouse where the cops at and pull a gun out and start acting crazy until they shoot them.
Damn.
Is that bad? So our decisions can lead to that. It's that bad. You want to pull something?
I was trying to think of that one. Not hasty to credit. What's that? Ecclesiasticus
6?
6. Okay.
I think it's
I thought
6.
it was 12. It might be 6.
What? Oh, that's 1.
There it is. Verse 7. All right. The book of Ecclesiasticus.
Right.
Chapter 6 and verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him.
That's why in Israel we call it proving, not dating.
Right.
Proving. You proving that person to see if they obedient to the Lord.
Right.
Because they could be faking it.
Right. Remember that old song, Friends Before Lovers?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't realize it's actually supposed to be that way. You proving a friend first.
But then you got brothers that's faking it till they make it.
Oh.
And sisters that's
That's
faking it till they make it.
Right. Right. Absolutely.
Once you get in there, or hey, if I can get him to lay down with me,
Mm-hmm. I got him.
yeah, now he gotta be my husband because of what the scripture said. Y'all brother, you better beware.
Right.
All right. Back to 1 Ezra 4. Damn. Verse 27. Good God.
The book of 1 Esdras, chapter 4 and verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women.
For women.
Right.
For women. They're going out of their way to do all different kinds of things. What was the guy telling me earlier?
Proverbs 31:3. Now let's drink to a woman.
Oh, yeah, we're going there.
Man, you know how many murders, you know how many graves been filled by this type of woman that he's doing this for?
So, this old, well, I'm old, but this older dude was on the job site today, and it was some apartments behind the house.
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, he had a buddy that lived over there. And that guy, his friend, would take him to go be with some chick he was cheating with. He would pick him up at his house. This guy would leave his wife, and his friend would take him to go be with some chick, right? And then while he was there, that dude was coming back to his house, being with his wife.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Evil.
Oh, wow.
Evil.
And it was the perfect setup because he know when he need to go pick
He
him
know
up
he
and
ain't-
everything.
yeah, he know
he
he
know
not
he
gonna
ain't gonna
pop
be
up.
there. Wow. He probably the one. He probably the one that informed her and everything. Cause he been looking at her. He been after her.
Who knows? I know
Good.
he said both of them died. Both of them dead.
Good God.
Whoremongers and adulterers.
Right.
The Lord will judge.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 28. And now, do ye not believe me? Is not the king great in his power?
Mm-hmm.
Do not all regions fear to touch him?
Mm-hmm.
Yet did I see him and Apolme, the king's concubine, the daughter of the admirable Bardicus, sitting at the right hand of the king.
Now it's funny, but it's not funny.
Right.
Because this is how it is. This is how it be.
It's really how it is.
Go ahead.
And taking the crown from the king's head and setting it upon her own head, she also struck the king with her left hand.
Oh, with the left hand.
And yet for all this...
Hold on, man. Hold on. We got to marinate on that, man. We got to marinate on that.
Because, see, he looking at it like it's play. He in with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
He think it's cute.
Because he thinking with his loins.
Exactly.
He thinking with his loins.
Backhand.
I don't know. I would have. I don't know. She might have backhanded him, man. That's crazy. But go ahead. Go
It
ahead.
don't matter. They say struck. So
Right.
Back or
How
forward.
you? Yeah.
He got popped.
Like the king got. You can't get near the king.
Right. But she
He
could.
got an entourage. Yeah, but she gonna slap him.
Go.
Don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense.
Who are y'all? Y'all gonna touch me?
Yeah, he ain't calling the guards for that.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 31. And yet for all this, the king gaped and gazed upon her with open mouth.
Right, because she looked good, so he letting that. He ain't thinking about nothing else.
Oh, he's simping.
Like she's straight disrespecting you, man.
Right.
Oh, go ahead.
If she laughed upon him, he laughed also. God. But if she took any displeasure at him, the king was fain to flatter, that she might be reconciled to him again.
Yo, I hate to say this, but that just reminded me of Jada and Will.
Right.
Damn. I hate to say it, but okay. Go ahead.
O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus?
And you know what? The only way it can happen is if you let them, if you empower them to do it.
Right.
They play.
Right.
They supposed to have a role, man.
Right.
If you look at Adam and Eve, the Lord held Adam responsible. Adam was supposed to correct her.
Right.
He's the head.
When you think about this, right? Like, from my experience, over time dealing with women, they test you. They throw out these little tests just to see what they can get away with. And if they pass it, as far as they're concerned, they're gonna test it even further. They're gonna stretch it as far as they can until you and the bound, just like a child. Children do that. Just like a child.
Man, I saw. I like watching funny little short clips.
Yeah.
Mainly be cats. I don't know why I like it so much.
That's
But I saw some little kids and they had this blue stuff all over their mouth. And the mama just kept asking, "Did you eat some of these?" No. No. Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Verse 32. O ye men, how can it be but women should be strong, seeing they do thus? Then the king and the princes looked one upon another, so he began to speak of the truth. O ye men, are not women strong? Great is the earth, high is the heaven, swift is the sun in his course, for he compasseth the heavens round about. and fetcheth his course again to his own place in one day.
Jump down to verse 37.
Verse 37, wine is wicked, the king is wicked, women are wicked, all the children of men are wicked, and such are all their wicked works, and there is no truth in them. In their unrighteousness also they shall perish.
Right, they're going to perish. Go ahead.
As for the truth, it endureth, and is always strong. It liveth and conquereth forevermore.
Come on, and you know what that truth is. It's God's laws, statutes, and commandments, coupled with that spirit, because you need that spirit to be able to operate in it. Go ahead.
With her, there is no accepting of persons or reward.
Hey, just like the king's commandment, they would not respect a person.
Right.
They consulted together, like, what are we going to do? Because other women going to see it, and then they'll be disrespecting us
Right,
too.
they're going to nip that in the bud.
Right.
But she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things. And all men do well like of her works.
Go ahead.
Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness. And she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the God of truth.
Right. All praises to the Most High. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel. Because he's given us the instructions that will keep us out of these situations, y'all.
Right.
100%. We just got to follow him. Now, let's go to Isaiah.
Okay.
Isaiah chapter 3.
Good chapter.
So, trying to figure out where to start.
Right.
I just don't want to jump straight down to the point, because the Lord was basically, he was saying he's going to send plagues to Israel because of their behavior, how they're treating each other. Start at verse 8.
Okay. The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 8. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory, to show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not.
Now that does not mean that they show their sin as Sodom, like they're walking around looking like somebody gay. No, because in Sodom they were just outright with it. They wanted to take the angels. They didn't give a damn. It ain't talking about how gay dudes walk around. They ain't had it. They was like, where is he? Go ahead.
Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Right. If you do evil, evil gonna be your reward. Come on.
Say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings.
Right. If you're righteous, you're bringing forth righteous fruits, then it's going to be well with you. Come on.
Woe unto the wicked.
But on the other hand, to those wicked, disobedient, go ahead.
It shall be ill with him.
Ill. Go ahead.
For the reward of his hands shall be given him.
I think we said in last week's class, if you do evil, your reward gonna be evil. If you do good, I said judgment. Yeah, you have your judgment is gonna be according to what you have done.
Right.
If it's evil, your judgment gonna be evil. If it's good, it's righteous, your judgment gonna be righteous. Go ahead.
As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Right. Go ahead.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
So when you look at the children, their first teacher is the woman at home. You look at our people nowadays, they there by themselves. It's the woman with the children.
Right.
Now I'm not saying that all our women are wicked.
Right.
But the great majority of them is wicked as hell. And then you have some that realize that they're Israel and they're trying to repent. And then you got some don't even know that they're Israel and they trying to do the right thing. They want to do the right thing. They're just not doing it according to the knowledge of this. Go ahead.
Verse 13. The Lord standeth up to plead and standeth to judge the people. The Lord will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people.
Jump down to 16.
Verse 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes.
So this would be like, you look these words up, this would be like your Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, and other women that they put out there for our people to look at. Go ahead.
Walking and mincing as they go, and make it a tinkling with their feet.
Trying to be cute, thinking they somebody.
Right.
Go ahead.
Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts.
So just like this very sister that we talk about in this video, when she did her response video, there she is with hair coming all down here. I don't see. I'll just say this for me. I like women with natural hair.
Right.
With their own hair. I don't care if if that jank is a 1 on the guard.
You hear what I'm saying?
Right, long as it's
You hear what I'm
theirs,
saying?
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Long as it's
She
theirs.
throwing a wave cap like I do. You know?
Right.
Shoot. You know? Just be a lady, man.
Right. It's how you...
Just be a lady.
ain't nothing like a sweet woman. If you... Like when a woman carries herself a certain way, men will start opening doors for you.
What?
Giving you compliments, treating you with respect.
Man, you might get that sport coat over the
over the
mud
board,
puddle.
yeah.
Yeah, you might get that. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And she all about you and love you, your pillow of rest, your peace. Oh my goodness.
Ain't nothing like it.
Nothing.
I'm not even like saying stuff like that because we're gonna have to do another class on the complete opposite of the women that we're talking about now.
Absolutely.
There's nothing, there's nothing like that beautiful, righteous, meek spirit. Is nothing like it.
Yeah.
A woman like that makes a man want to be her protector.
I mean, make him put forth all his strength to make sure everything stays just like it is.
Right. Right, man. Got me up here fantasizing.
Look, got to see the stars in your eyes twinkling.
Man, I tell you, that's why the question is, who can find a virtuous woman?
Right.
Where were we?
Verse 18.
Oh yeah. So the Lord put a plague on our women's heads.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was saying, the sister had what you call, like Tommy Sotomayor calls, a hair hat. And she just, blah, 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 and the joint shaking. Like, that is not attractive, man. I'm sorry. It's not attractive. I like natural hair. I like natural hair. Remember on Birth of a Nation?
Mm-hmm.
When Nate was preaching, he reading out the Bible, and the sister comes in and got her all cleaned up, and she had the little fro,
Right.
and had had the thing on her head,
Right.
and he was like, "Lord, have mercy." And she was all meek and quiet.
Mm-hmm.
That's what a brother wants.
That's what he wants.
You don't want no loud, hair-headed hooligan.
Man.
Or Uncle Phil called them hyenas.
Right. Right.
Yeah, so because our women were being hyenas and they weren't hairheads back then, but because they're being obnoxious, loud black women, the Lord said He was going to punish them, and He, took that beautiful hair from them.
Mm-hmm.
Plagues, man, plagues. Go ahead.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 18. In that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their cauls, and their round tires like the moon. The chains and the bracelets, and the mufflers, the bonnets, and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands, and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, and the fine linen, and the hoods, and the veils.
Hold on. So not only did He take away the beautiful hair, with your beautiful brown, dark skin,
Right.
Oh, took all that stuff you had that added to it, added to the beauty.
Mm-hmm.
Took all that away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Now you down here in the dust of the dirt, serving your enemies, cleaning their toilets.
Just like the men and with your men. The same man that you was dogging.
Right. The same men that came on them slave ships right along with you.
Exactly.
Damn, we came together. We got to lead together too.
Yep.
That's just like your parent. You act up and taking everything away from you.
Yep.
Right.
Just like a parent. That's how you know this how far.
Right. Daddy done took away your PlayStation.
Right.
And now you sulking. Well, you ain't going to get it back until you get yourself corrected.
Yep.
Damn. All right, go ahead.
Verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
I don't even want to talk about that. Go ahead.
Hey, once you took away all them things right there, that's all you left with. That's all you left with. Woo! Yeah.
Damn. Go
Take
ahead.
that. And instead of a girdle, a rent.
A rent is a rope that when you tie slaves together,
Yeah.
that's that rope, that's a rent.
Oh, wow.
So instead of you having a beautiful girdle on, man, you walking in a colony.
Damn.
Yeah, because see, the men, they put yokes on the men.
Mm-hmm.
The women, they just tie them together.
Mm-hmm.
It's where they going to run to.
And instead of well set hair.
Now, hold on. When did this happen to the white man or the white woman? Or the Jewish woman? The Jewish woman. When did that happen to them? When did any of this stuff happen to them?
Let them tell it happened during the Holocaust.
They shaved our head.
Let them tell it.
I've been working over Churchill a lot, and on my route,
Mm-hmm. You got to pass by.
I go past that Holocaust Museum.
Yep.
I was looking at that joint today, man. I was just heated.
Yep. Let them
I was
tell
just
it.
heated. I don't never run across them folks though. Last time out, the closest I was the one recently was last year when we was down at Virginia Beach, and the dude was getting married.
Mm-hmm.
He was
mad.
He was mad, boy. Daggone black Hebrew Israelites. Go ahead.
And instead of well set hair, baldness. And instead of it.
When did that happen to Sally Lipschitz?
Yeah.
You know, Sally Goldstein. When did that happen to them?
Oh, so Sally Steinberger.
Yeah. Seinfeld, whatever.
Right. And instead, a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit upon the ground.
Right. That's our women is on the bottom.
Right.
They on the bottom. And oh my goodness. One time I almost went live on Facebook It's right there at Hall Street, the food line we go to.
Right.
The hair shop. Remember, it was a smaller building, and I thought that was big. They was in a smaller building.
Right.
And they tore that down and took skate land and made it into a beauty supply.
That made me so mad, man.
And that joint, as long as the hours are open, it's sisters in and out, in and out, in and out. I can, understand, like brother Anah.
Okay.
So sometimes, we'll go out together and stuff. Yeah, so he'll go get stuff out of there. I'm sure, you got women that work in shops and they get stuff. But it's just all day long our women are going in there trying to make themselves beautiful when they got natural beauty. If they would just carry themselves the way that they supposed to carry themselves. Let me ask you this question. How many sisters that go and get the wigs and all of this other stuff, all the nails, all this stuff, how many of them are married? What's the percentage of our women being married anyway? Can you look it up real quick?
It's not good. It's not good at all.
What is the purpose of getting all that stuff?
Nowadays, it seems like sisters are trying to impress other sisters. Women trying to impress women nowadays, man.
That's crazy.
I mean, think about it. She says she's a strong, independent woman. So if you're not doing that to impress the man, who are you trying to impress?
I mean, at this point, I don't know what to believe. You got to believe them by their actions.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going crazy. There's no way we're gonna get to all these scriptures, this stuff. But even if it's minimal scriptures, like the dialogue that we're having about this, it's important. It's very important. So brothers, you have to, if you're looking for if you're looking for a wife, you have yourself together and you're looking for a wife, you got to understand what to look for.
Right.
So tonight we're going over what you shouldn't be looking for.
Right.
What you got?
It says last time it was in 2019. It said in 2019 only 30% of African Americans were married, compared to 48% of all Americans. Half or 50% of African Americans had never been married, compared to the 34% of all Americans.
So 30% of our people are married. That means 3 in every 10 is married. The rest aren't. And I'm going to tell you, the plain Jane sisters, they the ones that got husbands.
Yup. She the one that got a little hair and a ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
Of course she in the world, so she probably wearing like little sweatpants. You know what I'm saying? Long t-shirts. She looking average. But she know how to take care of the house, though. She know how to give her man peace.
Exactly. Go to Peter real quick.
Yep. She won't never out partying all the daggone time.
1 Peter 3. Yeah, who wants a woman that's out in the street all the daggone time?
Right.
No, first Peter 2.
Okay.
And wait a minute.
It's 3?
Timothy. My bad, Timothy.
Okay. Where we going? First, second?
1 Timothy 2. We always go to 9, but I want to skip that and go to it's verse 10 or 11. Verse 9. We're going to do 9 and 10.
Okay. This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. That's right. Okay. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broided hair or gold or pearls, or costly array.
Right. He's not saying that you can't make yourself look good. He's trying to make a point.
Right. He's saying, don't let it just be about that.
Right. So modest apparel, shamefacedness.
Right.
A shamefaced woman is a woman that's got that meek and quiet spirit. A lot of this stuff, I compare it to American Idol. I don't know if you've ever watched American Idol, but you got the nutsoids that swear they can sing and can't carry a damn tune.
Right.
And the ones that's humble.
Oh,
The ones
man.
that's humble be the ones that can do it.
What we call back in the day, they can blow.
Right.
They can sing, not sing. They can sing. Right. Those be the ones, boy.
Right. So, but the modest ones, that's the one that, and they always just seem like to have a low self-esteem, but that's because they done got the hell beat out of them by the wicked ones.
Right.
Everybody look down on you because you're trying to be righteous. Oh, I can't wait till the Lord come, man. I just got to make sure I'm right in that day. I'm telling you.
Right.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 10. But which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
With good works. With keeping the commandments. Like one commandment that women have a hard time with is tailbearing. Our sisters have trouble with that. They got to repent. I know it's tough, but y'all got to repent. That's it. That's the point. So it's not about the looks. It's how you carry yourself.
Right.
I'm not going to go into the attributes like that much because I want to save that for another time. Let me see. Let's go to Sirach 25.
Okay.
I don't want to give some of the stuff I put down. I don't want to go to because I don't want to get into that yet. I want to do a whole class on that. Just in my time of counseling sisters, I would always take them here and show them that these certain attributes is what's going to make a man love you. Shoot, you look at the old grandmamas. Like my grandmother on my mama's side, she would like come do anything for you, take you anywhere, whatever. But when it came time for granddaddy it was getting close to time for him to get home from work, she running home and cooking him some dinner and taking care of him.
Well, my grandmother was the same way, man.
Right.
Matter of fact, my grandmother didn't have to work, bro. Because my grandfather took care of everything. I mean, my grandma, bro. My grandma would wake us up in the morning. We'd clean up. And when we come downstairs, it was a spread out on the table. Granddad already sitting down at the table, chomping away.
Now you got me hit right now, man.
Bro.
Because, my grandmama, she would do that. When I graduated from high school, I started working for my uncle he had a cement business.
Okay.
And so we would have to get up at 5:30 and go to his house and then go out. And she would have breakfast for when I got up that I ate then and a lunch packed. Bro.
You can't get no better.
I'm telling you, man. Those was, but we've fallen so far in such a short time.
Right. Because we got our modern women looking back on our foremothers that did that, and for some reason thinking they were enslaved. Like they were doing that against their will.
Yeah, that's bondage.
Yeah. Man.
But you in bondage to sin. You serving a white man. The way y'all behaving, you serving a white man. Right. Now, when we get this stuff all together, we're going to bring out this video and show you where our people call culture, where it really come from. It ain't our damn culture.
Right.
It ain't come from us. It came from the lowest of the low white people. That's where your modern day culture come from them. Sirach 25 and verse 13 first.
The book of Sirach.
Now, this is what that brother going through
Right.
from that viral video. Go ahead.
Chapter 25 and verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman.
Right. So the plague of the heart is like you loving somebody and they treating you like crap.
Right.
Them leaving you, committing adultery on you, all that stuff. Now your heart is just, your spirit is toe up behind some wicked woman.
Right.
And it ain't just women. We know men do it too. But we dealing with the women tonight for the men. For the men.
Right.
Go ahead. Oh, that was done. Now verse 16.
Verse 16. I had rather dwell with a lion and a dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman.
You know, this kind of explains why she's got 4 kids and she by herself.
Right.
It's like them 4 brothers decided.
Right.
Oh my goodness,
Right.
that they would rather go somewhere else
Right.
than to deal with that.
And she's gonna definitely run him off. For one, he's a good man and a good father, still trying to do what he's supposed to do as far as taking care of his child. She's gonna run him off, and seemingly like to please the other kids, because the other kids' fathers might not even be coming around at all.
It ain't about them. It's her.
Damn.
It's her. Now, when she did her rebuttal video, she said, no, in the video itself, she said that I'm finna expose you because everybody think you a good daddy.
Yes.
Now, what would make her not? So she hated that.
Man, that jump brought back so many memories.
Yo, like when the scripture said, out of the abundance of a man's heart, so shall he speak. But the words that she's speaking, she literally is condemning herself. She's making herself look real bad. She just don't understand it.
If she thought she was right, what would be the reason for the rebuttal video? Somebody had to say something or told her about herself.
That joint viral.
They was at her. They was at her, so she felt like she had to go and defend herself. She thought she didn't get the response that she was looking for.
It's
like,
nothing.
Yeah, girl, you right.
It's
She ain't nothing.
no way
They're
she
like,
could.
She used to move out of pocket. So she had to go apologize to try to save some type of face.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
But then she just says dumb stuff.
'Cause
But, I mean,
I seen someone post before and said, well, all right, baby mamas, y'all going out here and buying food for all your dude's kids that he got by other women?
Right.
right.
Y'all got that
Right.
same energy?
Right. Right. You got women that have children already that said they're looking for a man with no children because if he had children, they don't want to deal with him. What?
Gotta-
Because they don't want the drama. But you take him through it.
It go both ways, man.
Right.
Always go both ways.
Right.
It's just the state of our nation is really bad. You know, it's men and women. And we both got to take accountability.
Right.
We both. And I'm going to say this. Men are better at taking accountability than our women are. That's for sure.
Yep.
They don't want to be wrong.
Yep. One thing about a brother will check another brother.
Right.
No problem. But women, y'all scared to check each other. Y'all will not check each other for some reason. Y'all will protect each other before y'all actually correct each other.
You're going to talk about your sister behind your back.
Right.
Right. Now, you see sisters on Facebook that will check another sister,
Right.
and then it be a problem. Yeah, because they don't want that correction.
Right.
And the sisters be cool with it, too. Be like, look, sis, I'm just saying such and such.
Right.
And try to do it nice. They still going to be hurt because they want to be able to do whatever they want to do and nobody not say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what America pushes.
Yep.
Like we said it before. If you want to sleep with a dude, run up in a dude on a Saturday night, okay, Sunday morning, got this pill you can take. Same with, you want to run up in this woman, got a pill that she can take. It pushes wickedness. Instead of the cure being you follow after this, we're going to come up with something that will allow you to keep being wicked.
Right.
You know, how about you lay down? Why don't the government make a law? You lay down and have a kid with somebody, and y'all got to be married now. How about that? Make that a law. I heard today they talking about they really trying to push the abortion issue, which, remember we talked about that. Those special circumstances only account for 1%.
Right.
But they try to use that all the time as the main point of their argument. It's 1%.
Right.
Yet there have been 63 million abortions. What's 1%? I hate this place, man. All right. Where were we? We're going all the way to 21. Oh, yeah. Yeah, 17. 17. Damn.
So we're 26.
Yeah, 25 and 17.
25, 17. All right. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 17. The wickedness of a woman changeth her face, and darkeneth her countenance like sackcloth.
Y'all ever seen a woman when she was young, she was ruddy, she was beautiful,
right?
And then now her skin just
right.
black.
Right. It's gotten darkened. Her lips dark. She's smoking cigarettes, weed, popping pills.
She done waxed wicked as hell. That's what this talking about.
Right.
I've seen some, especially at my age, sisters I went to school with, they're looking good in school, and then you see them, you be like, damn.
They ever called you? Right. They ever called you and you looked at them like, who are you?
Right.
And they be like, I'm so-and-so. You don't recognize me? No. Not in the picture I'm seeing in my head. You don't look like that person no more.
Yo, man, you just reminded me, man. I was walking with my cousin one night. We were going to the store, and there was a tranny out prostituting. And we were walking by, and the guy goes, the tranny recognized my cousin and said, hey, so-and-so. And my cousin was like, I can't tell you the look he had on his face because I tell you prices. But he was like, what? He looked at him and he was like, who is you? And he said, it's me, Willie. We went to school together.
Oh, wow.
Yo, my cousin was like, that shit was funny, man. But no, this is true, man.
Yeah.
Your face will change. Your face will get dark. Damn.
Got spirits on.
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly.
Yeah, so when he hear her coming, he like, damn. This is one of them brothers that they leave home and they go to the bar or wherever it is until that jank close, and then they go home. And then they like, damn, I don't want to go home.
You know what he does? When he gets home, he sits in the driveway, shuts his car off, and he stares at the front door because he's wondering what's going to be on the other side of it when he get in there. Believe me, I've been there.
Take it from us. Take it from us, brothers. You young brothers, take it from us. We've been there. When you don't want to go, oh my God, when you don't want to go home.
Right.
Or if you want to go home and you just be like, I done already had a rough day working for Amalek, who driving me like we still in slavery.
Bro.
And then to come home to some madness.
Right.
Like it's 100 degrees outside. I've been working in the sun all day. And I come home and you done turned the air conditioner off.
Oh, you going home sweating just like you did when you was out in the
You know how long? It's not going to get cool in the house until it get dark.
Right.
But this is what in her mind causes her to do. I'm telling you, man. Lord's will in the kingdom, man. He give me a wife that'll make me happy, boy. Oh my God.
Oh man, he got you. You know he got you.
Cool in the crib.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Y'all like it cool, like 72 degrees, something like that.
Right.
Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 18. Her husband shall sit among his neighbors, and when he heareth it, shall sigh bitterly. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a
Read
woman.
that part again. And y'all pay. Listen. Read it again.
All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman.
A lot of men have died because of the wickedness of a woman.
Right.
A lot of men have been killed or committed suicide or gone to jail because of something that a woman has done.
How about this? He stroked out. He stroked out because he's worrying about how to make you happy. He stroked out. You couldn't take it no more.
Or what are you doing while he's at work? He's just
worried about
stress,
that. Right.
Stress on top of stress on top
Right.
of stress.
You use your sex as a weapon. You ain't giving him none. If you ain't giving him none, he's worried about who you giving it to. Stress, bro. Stress. Oh, believe me, everything I'm talking about, yeah, I've been there.
Damn, man. Keep going. We ain't gonna be too much longer. There's no way we can get to all these scriptures. We're gonna stay right here.
Right. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her.
You know what that is? The punishment. You know what that punishment is. Go ahead.
Yeah. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man.
You know what? Dave Chappelle said something one time. He said, make me a sandwich. Shut it. Stop talking so daggone much.
Right.
Which that's fine. Like when you look at it, okay. So I've been married. I've been in relationships. And it's like women are hardwired a certain way.
Right.
So when you come home from work in the field or whatever it is you've been doing, and she's been at home with the kids, and like the first thing she does, she just starts telling you everything everybody did.
Oh, man.
And the mechanism behind that is like she's keeping you up. She don't even realize it, but she like keeping you up to date with how everything is going on. But she just wants to vent and tell you everything. Did this thing, blah, 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 blah. And the guy sits there and listens to it. You know, her husband sit there and listen to it with a level head. You know what I mean? And after a while, you get used to it. It just becomes a common thing.
Right.
And so, okay, when I go home, she's gonna tell me this and tell me that. You know what I mean? But that's how they're created. And you like when you look at the grand scheme of things, you see how the Lord created things and set things up. It's set up in you know a great way. We just abuse it.
Right. Right.
So, but that's something you can learn to live with. Just not, you don't want somebody nagging you though.
Right.
Okay, babe, I listened to you for the last 15 minutes. I've had a rough day. I'm gonna go in here and play the game, and you know, tackle somebody as hard as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
To help me feel better, and then after I'm done, you know, then we can spend some time together. But that's, you know, to each his own. Well, go ahead.
Verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure.
This is the problem today.
Right. Right.
Is nobody is trying to learn and understand. Since we talking about the men, you're not trying to learn who this sister, who she really is.
Right.
And it takes time for her to reveal herself to you. It takes time.
Yep.
Because she can be a damn devil in disguise.
Yep. Like I say, people wear a mask for a long time.
Yeah.
And they've gotten better. Over time, they've gotten better. It lasts longer. Remember, it used to be, give it 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you got to give it some time now. Some real time. Listen, conversation. Women love to talk. If you start listening, they're going to tell you all about themselves.
Right.
They're going to tell you without really telling you.
Yeah, because like, mentioned the scripture earlier, out of the abundance of a man's heart, so shall he speak.
Mm-hmm.
So if you really pay attention to a person and you get to know him over time, and if you really appreciate each other, hey, there's nothing to stop you.
Right.
But if you start having problems early on, nah, the Lord's showing you,
Right.
no, this one ain't for me.
You got to watch how people treat other people too. Because they might be nice to you, but they could be nasty to somebody else. So if you put yourself in that other person's shoes, you be like, damn, this could potentially happen to me if I ever get on their bad side, so to speak.
Oh my goodness.
It can happen.
Oh my goodness.
Bringing back memories, ain't it?
I mean,
Bringing back memories.
I thought, we know Esau is the devil.
Mm-hmm.
But man, Eve, oh my God.
Right.
Eve it don't make no sense. Eve can be so evil and vindictive.
Right.
And they can be the ones that is the one that did wrong and still be evil. Still be evil after the fact.
Right.
And men too. Men, same thing. Men too. Men do the same stuff.
Well, it's a different title for those men, though. Let's just say they're very emotional, like women can be.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole different title for that type of man, though.
Raised up, yeah. I mean, and that's part of the problem too, because raised up underneath mama.
Uh-huh.
And when you see mother react, like when you see how mother reacts to your dad,
Right.
just fly off at the cuff, can't be controlled. And the same type of dudes that grow up and be shooting guys, shooting men.
Right.
Because when you have a problem with a man, this is what you've seen all your life. You just go, you see your mama go just from 0 to 60,
Mm-hmm.
like she a Lamborghini. You know what I'm saying? Real quick.
Right.
And so you see that and you learn that behavior. So these young men don't know how to deal with a man. But you got to sit down and y'all got to talk.
Right.
Instead, they get emotional, go pick up a gun, or what they've seen, what they hear in music, what they see on videos, what they see on movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is what I'm supposed to do because I'm angry in this moment. No. All right, go ahead.
The book of Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 22. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach.
I ain't touching
That's
it.
a whole nother topic within itself, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we was talking about that earlier.
Right. Right.
Because you have women that have, and vice versa.
Right.
So it goes both ways, but you've had a husband holds everything down, and then the wife can go to school or whatever
Mm-hmm.
and raise herself up, and then when she raises herself up, then she look down at him like he a nigga, and then they split up. She go do her own thing. Now she better.
Bruh, I got a cousin that went through that exact, just like you said it, just right there. Soon as she graduated, got a good job, she straight dropped him.
And then the complete opposite. You have men that have done it.
God.
Women that have held it down while the man, remember, what was it, Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
Yep.
That's what that story was about.
Yep.
So a sister that really loves you and making money and still being underneath the husband, being
Right.
in subjection to the husband
Right.
and all that, even though she making more money.
Right. She
And
put
then-
her
Career or
dreams
whatever
or career
yeah.
on the back burner just to make sure her husband is uplifted.
And then when he gets lifted up, oh, now he gone.
Mhm.
I gotta get me a white woman now.
Right. Right.
Right. It's a sad state. It's just a sad state.
It's our people, man. We gotta tighten up.
Got a long ways to go.
We gotta tighten up.
I know one thing. The Lord bringing affliction. Things is waxing worse and worse and worse. It's going
Right.
to force us to come together.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart.
Damn. Just reading this, all I can see is that brother standing there with that McDonald's bag, man.
A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress,
Oh, my God.
maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
This dude ain't got no kind of support. The woman's supposed to be his pillar of rest
Right.
and his stay.
Right.
His helper, but no, she turned him down. Who can abide in that?
Right.
You getting tore down at work all day. You working for this man. Then you come home and then you going through it again. So it's like the only time you at peace is when you sleep.
No, don't forget the middle part of that. He at work. Before he gets home, he got to make it home first. Lord's will, he ain't speeding. He ain't got no lights out. He ain't going to get pulled by the cops.
Oh, my goodness.
Then he makes it home and still got to deal with his wife at his home where he's supposed to escape everything that he just went through in the world. In the driveway, cut the car off. He looking at the front door.
It's bad.
He don't want to go in there, man.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, y'all. We almost done. There's a lot of stuff we'll just do it at another time. Because really, we need to do this. We need to go over this stuff for our sake, for everybody that's watching.
Mm-hmm.
We need this stuff. This is like the greatest thing that's holding us back. Number one is Christianity. Because they're not teaching us what we need.
Right.
But it starts with the family unit, a man coming together underneath the Most High Christ and his commandments.
Right.
It starts with that, rebuilding a nation. There's a lot of kids now that's coming up that have not sinned.
Mm.
Like they haven't even gotten to the age where they're held responsible, but they growing up and not committing the sins that we done committed.
Right.
I should not be here right now.
Bro, who you telling?
Every day I wake up and I'm like, the Most High still got me
ain't
here.
spared us. Oh my gosh.
Damn.
I could, man. It's no way. It's no way. Lord's will. I could go back to that to how I was, to that lifestyle. That old dude got to stay buried. He got to. It's no way. The Lord would take me out. I know He will quickly. I know He will. I know He will.
Right. Verse 24.
Verse 24. Of the women came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
Now, the real fault was Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Because he could have corrected her. But, hey, the woman they're more susceptible to listening to outside influence and bringing it in.
Right.
That's a problem.
Right.
So, as our men today, we dealing with we got a wife, or we looking at somebody, we got to deal with them in a righteous way. Like, and so when you see some iniquity, try to deal with her. You know what I'm saying? Try to raise her up. You know, if that's what you want to do. Mm-hmm. But like these women that's not in the truth, man. I'm not saying that we don't have righteous women that's not in the truth, because it's a lot of, you know, 1/3 of our people are going to repent. So that leaves, there's a lot of people out there, women out there that want to repent,
right,
that want to be righteous. They just don't know how to do it.
Right.
They're in the midst of Christianity and Islam and Buddhism and crystals.
That's the stumbling blocks. Yep. So many hurdles to get over, man.
It is.
Dang.
That's why I be looking at the state. I be looking at our people like, damn, we're gonna be here forever. The Lord He got to force their hand.
Right.
Otherwise, they won't. All right, last scripture. Chapter 26, verse 1-3.
Okay.
This is on the other hand now. This is what we're supposed to be looking for.
The book of Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife.
Right, and who can find a virtuous woman?
Mm.
So blessed is that man that finds one. Because, keep going.
For the number of his days shall be double.
Damn. Don't you see how important that is?
Double.
It'll be double, but you with a wicked one, you dying, yo.
Right.
Who wants to come? You've been stressed all day, and then you're going to come home to more stress and madness?
You remember the saying, the body does what the mind tells it?
Right.
So if his mind is under stress all the time, thinking about all of this stuff, he's worrying about all this stuff, it's going to eventually take effect on his body.
It'll change his countenance.
Right. It's going to eventually take effect.
His days shall be double.
Double.
Damn. Go ahead.
Verse 2. A virtuous woman rejoiceth her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace.
Oh my goodness, man. Yo. I ain't never found nothing like that right there.
Man.
Nothing like that right there.
Lord's will, my wife is working on that. You know what I'm saying?
Fulfill the years of his life.
Right.
In peace.
In peace.
In peace. That don't mean that she ain't talking to him. She just sitting in the corner quiet. That ain't what that means.
Right.
Oh, go ahead.
A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord.
So the reason that I ain't never had a righteous wife is because I didn't know how to fear the Lord.
Right.
So a wicked woman is given in portion to a wicked man. So I was given wicked women. That's my fault. I didn't know.
Right.
I didn't know.
Right.
But the Lord gave me according
To the
to
type
myself.
of man that you were. Right.
right.
To your works.
I didn't find a woman with a spirit like mine.
Right.
I was looking for something else.
I found a woman with a spirit like mine. You know, because I was about that wickedness. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
I was looking. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So we were looking at somebody that's going to get, funky with us, so to speak.
Right.
Verse 4.
No, you good.
Okay.
You good. That's it. That's just a teaser on the other half.
Right.
A righteous woman. And we're gonna have to do a righteous man too. You know, women be saying. Women always say, a woman will follow a righteous man. Well, you got to be righteous first.
Right.
What was that thing? Somebody had it on Facebook a couple of weeks ago.
Mhm.
If you do something, then then I'll settle down or something like that. Something like, if a man is doing something, I'll settle down for him. Or you not getting
Right.
yourself in order before then?
Right. I guess they doing like they doing the Lord. They coming as they are.
It don't work like that.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. It don't work
Got to
like
clean yourself up first.
that. It don't
gotta
work
repent.
like that.
Got to
Yeah,
repent.
we got as a people, we got to repent. We got to start looking at this stuff, especially in the grand scheme of things. The Most High created this earth and all these different things. It's all these minute things that work together. He created them to work together and to be self-sustaining, but we didn't want that.
Right.
Our people, and because it's all on us, we didn't want that. We want to follow the wickedness of the other nations.
Right.
But if our forefather hadn't done it, which it was inevitable, it was going to happen. It was just inevitable. Most I knew. He knew from the beginning. But, and another thing, because you have people be like, well, why are we going through this? It's been so and so many years. It's because everything has to work itself up to the point where people are like, damn, this stuff and this place and these people are so wicked, we never want to see it again. Because when the Most High destroy this place, it's going to be peace on the earth forever. It's already prophesied. So everybody need to see. Because some people be like, of other nations be like, yeah, they would look at the white man and be like, yeah, you're right. The only way is you're going to have peace on this earth, they can't be here.
That's not right. It's the only way. The only way.
All right. 1 Corinthians 13. Verse 13.
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 13 and verse 13. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three. But the greatest of these is charity.
Right. Charity is brotherly love at the highest level.
Right.
This is, how we have to treat one another. Now, we can't be like the Christians, because they'll tell you all you got to do is love, which is 100% correct. But you got to understand that the love of God is keeping his commandments. Like 1 John 5 and 2 said, this, you know that you love the children of God when you love God and keep his commandments.
Wow.
That's what love is. So it's how we have to conduct ourselves, how we treat even people of other nations.
Mm-hmm.
We're supposed to be joint heirs with Christ and representatives of God on earth. Believe that.
Right.
That's why we're gods with lowercase g. We're supposed to be the gods on this earth, and all the nations are supposed to look at us as the righteous examples.
Mm-hmm.
But how can you be a righteous example and you being a nigga? Even when the Jewish is a Jewish dude and some other chick, I don't even think it's a woman. I think it's another Edomite would have, made a Facebook like he's a black woman.
Okay.
And they just be coming and he was cussing at me today, and I still just refrain from doing the same.
Right.
Because I'll be held accountable.
No doubt.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So, got to walk circumspect. But anyway, y'all, that's been our time. This has been our Friday night Sabbath class. I'm Brother Jacob.
And I'm Brother Joab.
Mighty Brother Joab. And then we got the other mighty brother,
Jeremiah.
Brother Jeremiah on the computer. So, with that, y'all, we say, Shalom.
Shalom.